The first question I want to ask, I want to draw it from what SMG said. I think what he said there was very important. And he said the distance between a musician and money is discipline, right? And I think what he's referring to when he says money is sustainable wealth. Because many times we have musicians who attain some form of, wealth
Money,
and all,
yeah.
but it doesn't last, So I want to ask, what disciplines should musicians build in their time of waiting, to ensure that what they finally arrive at is sustainable wealth and not just... And this is because many times we have half-baked people who have money. And, it's not just with the skill. The talent conversation is there, where their skill is half-baked and they have money, But there are also other things that surround the skill that are not, like they've not trained themselves well on. So I want you to just emphasize on that. And if the other speakers can also chip in on that, what disciplines should musicians build, or drummers, or musicians basically build in that time of waiting and all? Thank you.
Okay, I think I would say what I've observed, and I chose to intentionally, there might be other perspectives, but what I chose to intentionally change. I've been in the company of musicians, and our priorities are very, just, I don't know. It had to take me a lot of time to sit with matured people to know, okay, I think my priorities need to change and all of that. I think that the reason why some of us don't have the money that we're praying for is because if that money comes now, it will mess up our life. So when we pray for God to give us money, what God is telling you to do is create a system that will sustain that money. Because God does not waste. Yes, he does not. So some of us, what we're suffering from is poor money management. Like poor, I'm saying what I've observed from musicians, like poor, if I call somebody out now and say, Alpha, I'm going to give you 20K, I feel tell what you go use that 20K do. Right? Is that about? So I've told myself that this is what I'm going to do. I will spend a lot of time investing back in the brand SMJ, which is the value that people that have money will pay for. Do you see what I'm saying? That's the way to stay relevant. You see all those talk of, that year in being tight. Now in don't cast. It's because of lack of relevance in value. Because in my head, if I'm bringing you to my team, what value are you bringing in? Let's leave the gift. There are plenty gifted people. What will SMJ add to my brand that will take it from here to here? If it's just by keyboard playing, for where the Minister Steph D, for where, a lot of other people. So I'm spending time building brand of myself. So when that money now comes in bulk, there's enough to go into my craft. There's enough to say, okay, outside of music now, what can I face? Like I said earlier, okay.
Check.
Yeah. So, real estate. And from that, we all know that real estate does not depreciate. It keeps appreciating. If you acquire yourself a land now, in another 3-4 years, you have something going for you. So these are areas we need to look into. But as a musician, because that's your first point of call, spend enough time building value on that. How you know is the quality of people that start calling you for jobs will change. That's how you know you started increasing value. If you used to play the regular 5K, 20K gig, and then you start increasing value on yourself, you start seeing certain people start calling you. Even by that, your conversation has to change, your lifestyle has to change. If you apply in some places, even the way you dress has to change. Because what God is doing, he's changing your sphere of influence. So that is a lot of things. That's why when that guy said, I'll let them play, in my mind, I'm like, bro, it's not the playing that will change your life. Oh. Yes. And you shall know the truth. And the truth, so it's not just, you shall know. Knowledge is what is power. And that is what a lot of our generation, all of us in this generation lacks. That's why they always think that musicians are poor. Yes, that's how they treat us that same way. It's not because we're not learned, but the way we present ourselves is just very, very somehow. So I think that we can learn some sort of money, because If you think what I'm saying is not valid, draw your statement account for this year. Yes. Just 6 months or 8 months. You see how much you have made in this year. Now, out of that statement account, yes, how much do you have now? What did you invest it in? Some people have plans for their next year already. You see what I'm saying? So that's like you said, it's more than drumming. Let's leave all the tagada and go into tagada. There is more than that. I'm serious. It's more than that. I'm telling you, it's more, because if Travis Green comes for experience, and I pick up any random drummer and say, bro, I need you to play for Travis Green at the experience. What is your impact in Travis Green's group that will make him say, when I'm coming next year, this is the person I want? Think about it.
Yeah. So, thank you, SMJ. Yeah, Steph, I think it's all about developing certain values. Certain values, they look intrinsic, they look very small, but they're very important. The financial discipline we're talking about doesn't have to start when the money comes in. No matter how small the money is, if you don't know how to fraction, when big money comes, you will still mess it up. For example, personally, I don't believe in saving for no reason, right? Some people will just be saving. They'll be, I'm just saving money. I used to think like that until I started working with certain people.
Like me?
Yes, like this big guy there. You don't save money for no reason. Either you save to invest, save to achieve a goal. Because, the inflation that happened in our Naira, for example, in the past 1 year, which saving won't save you from that kind of thing? This knowledge, if not for people like Dami that I have certain kind of conversations with, the Lord bless you. And Caro, when I can talk to Caro on the phone for 2 hours, and we're not talking about drum me. They probably are like the drummers that I have those kind of conversations with. I spend time talking to people that are not musicians. SMJ touched on it a little bit, but I think it's a major thing. I was in a conference like this in 2017. That was the day I met SMJ. And Ochuko Abuwa came. Mr. Ochuko came. And he said something I will never forget. And I'm going to say it to you, and I hope you don't forget it. He said, if all your friends are drummers or musicians like you, you are doomed. I can never forget that. Do you know why he said that? Because I don't know about now, but as at that time, most musicians, they don't think outside of the instrument. They don't think outside of the instrument. But if you have friends or you have contact people that you talk with regularly that are into other things, you will realize that life day. All this one way they do, okay, you are following your artist, you carry your guitar bag or your drum bag. When you get to airport, they'll give you special treatment because you are following artists. You fit travel on your own. Life day. Life, there is life. And these guys, you are not special. See, if anybody ever told you that because you are talented, you are special, and lie. You are just a regular guy. You are just another regular guy that needs to survive. What if you don't have the level of accolade or attention you have because you're a musician? Won't you survive? What are you going to do? How are you going to manage your finances if you are in that kind of category? So I want to advise, to make it practical, and I'm taking that cue from what SMJ said and what Mr. Ochuko said that year. Please, let's open yourself to other connections. Go for meetings that are not concerts. Go for seminars. Go for conferences. After you finish school, do MBA. You know the key person. I know. Congratulations. But seriously, if you have some small change, save us some money, go on a vacation. And when you go on that vacation, meet people that are not musicians. Yes, I'm advising myself, I know. But seriously, we need to start thinking outside of our cycle. These are some of the habits, because it becomes a habit. One of my mentors told me something, and I'm going to end with that. He said he developed an attitude, and the attitude is this. He got sorry, I'm an iPhone freak, but this time I want to yab iPhone users a bit. So he was using an iPhone. And then he now discovered that most of the big men he knows, they use that Samsung Fold. So he got the Samsung Fold and he made a decision that anywhere he goes, restaurant or hotel or church or anywhere he goes, if he sees anybody using that phone, he will strike a conversation with the person there. This man I'm talking to you now, it's just like 3 years ago that I started this thing. This man I'm talking to you now, he has entered Tinubu's office 3 times this year. From that principle, she now drum, you won't go play for Tinubu ni. Some of you are in churches, and the only thing they know about you is the instrument you play. They don't even know how much value you carry. Some of you have administrative gifts. Have you explored that? Some of you can enter into a system and troubleshoot all the problems they have and fix it. Come on, think about it. Do you know how long it took you to become that good? The amount of discipline it took you to become that proficient in your instrument. If you can put that into other areas of your life that you have not tapped yet, you'll be shocked what can come out of you. And you'll be surprised that some people will not pay attention to you until they know that you can do some other things. There is a musician in this Nigeria, I won't mention his name, all of you know him. When he was going to get married, he took his wife to meet his pastor. His pastor was shocked that a musician can attract this kind of girl. They don't zero us, forget. No, and it is not their fault. Now we give them the ratings in the first place. We are the ones that told them that we are drummers. Even the way some of you behave in church, I don't want to rate you better. On top 50,000 naira salary, you go I beg. No vex. I don't the verse. Part of my goals in life, and I'm not saying this so that it can be a principle for you, but I made a decision many years ago, even when I didn't have any money. I made a decision many years ago that I won't be at the mercy of any church. When I made that decision, when I was making that decision, my salary was 15,000 naira. In 2017, the same 2017 I came that you met me, I was collecting 15K per month. That IMTD, this is my covenant brother, he knows everything about me. Even though I wasn't making any money, I made up my mind I won't be at the mercy of any church. So don't think I'm saying it because I was making money. No. My goal is that one day I will enter a church and say, this church, you need the new drums. I'll buy it for you. This church, and I'm supposed to roof this place, and I like your pastor's message, I will roof it for you. I want to be a contributor to the kingdom. Guess what? I am already living it. But I didn't do that from being a drummer. Anytime I enter a church, the first thing I do, I go and meet the pastor. This is who I am. This is what I stand for. I want you to know me. The pastor will be surprised to see me on the drums the next day. You are even a drummer. I didn't know. I will never tell the pastor that I'm a drummer. I hope I didn't.
Yeah, just a quick one. A quick one, very quick one. Yeah, based on what the question he asked. Most of us, we have drum books, drum videos. We don't have books on money, books on creating assets, books on other skills, other things that lives need. So we are just one-sided. That is one. Then I'm sure a lot of us will be thinking, where do I start from? They pay me 35,000 naira. They pay me 50,000 naira. The thing is, you can start from where you are. My company has systems that can run a concert, backline and FOH and all of that. But I started with just one microphone. That was the first thing I bought. So don't think that you have to leave your profession into something else. You can start, if you are making 10,000, you can start with 10,000. Let me tell you, Harmonix Music started from my stick bag. From my stick bag. So don't think that you have to own a shop or you have to own a truck to start. You can start from where you are. But always think in this manner. Instead of being a consumer, be a producer. Instead of spending money on liabilities, spend money on assets. Look around you. What do drummers need that you can buy that drummers can always come for? They will come for it. And once you get that thing, that money, that thing you bought, the money you spent on it, you will get it many times over. Thank you.